I'm a Japanese and I'm now 36 years old, and I'm a full-time English teacher at a private junior and senior high school in Japan. Of course, I did online CELTA. I was just looking for something I can do to improve not just my English skills, but a professional career. I came across this CertPT
Hmm.
in CLIL. One of the reasons why I wanted to do CLIL in Japan, CLIL is drawing much attention as an approach in ELT, and I was really interested in how I can implement this approach into my own teaching career. I did some research I can learn about CLIL, and one of the choices was a year course. And I read through the descriptions and the time schedule, and year course was the best option for me.
How is the EFL scene in Japan?
We have a long history of exam-oriented way of teaching, like based on grammar translation method. Teachers want to make English education more communicative, more authentic in a sense. And CLIL is one of the approach that many ELT teachers are kind of exploring.
And how was your experience throughout the course?
Oh yeah, I think Isabel and the tutor was very supportive. It was really intensive discussion whenever I have time with her for session, and she read my papers and she pointed out some parts that even I wasn't really aware of, and that was really helpful for me. It's not just about writing a paper, it's more about gaining a new perspective on how you teach. What kind of points that you have to be aware when you're teaching or designing your lessons. It's not just about learning the method and put that into practice. It's more about how I can integrate the approach into my own context.
How did the CertPT course change the way you teach?
Through the course, I think I gained a new perspective on how I can make even that kind of grammar translation methodology into something more communicative and authentic. I think I'm more aware of what kind of topic that I can bring into my classroom and how I can make it into a kind of a text. That so I have much better antenna in a sense, like for a sensitivity
Yeah.
or a perspective.
Would you recommend this course to practicing teachers?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. I do recommend, not just because I've done it, but like I said, I think a lot of English teachers, those who already have even CELTA, even you have been teaching like for 5 years or 6 years, you might not have the opportunity to learn that kind of the things that I've already mentioned, like localization of the internationally acclaimed methodology or approach. Like myself, even though I have a 7 years of a teaching experience, can I do better